Hello. It's good to see you. Today we are going to be taking a look at 3 balls. I have 3 balls. Now these are like little playground balls, kickballs, things like that. One of them came from Aldi and the other 2 came from Lidl. We're going to examine them now. One of them you've seen before. The one from Aldi was in the last video I did where I showed you the groceries and stuff. And several people said they really liked the sound of me tapping on that ball. So what I did was I had one other one here from Lidl. And then I went back to Lidl and I got another one. And they're all slightly different. And we're going to be tapping on these balls. We're going to trace them, the designs on the balls. We're just going to talk about the balls. You know, I knew a guy who had 3 balls. I did. I didn't see them, but I heard about it. It's not really the kind of thing you want to discuss, you know. But I found that to be very interesting. I don't know whatever happened to the guy with 3 balls. He's not, I have no idea. He went off to live his 3-ball life somewhere. Anyway, we're going to start with this one. Now, this one is one of the ones that came from Lidl. See, I went to Aldi first because I knew they had some. Unfortunately, the only one that they had that had a design was the yellow one. The other ones were just solid. They didn't have a design. And I thought it would be fun to look at the designs a little bit. These balls have a texture to them. It's rubber, but it has a texture. So it's like a little kickball. I used to love playing kickball when I was a kid. It was one of my favorite things. I loved kickball and badminton. I really did. So now, the 2 from Lidl have the same design, but the colors are different. Are they? They are. So with this red one, you can see here that it says playground ball. We have these little letters here. They're white and they have this shading to them. It's a playground ball. And the word ball is smaller font. And then we have like these little paint splatters. Look at them, they go up like this. And they're yellow and orange. And they're kind of in the background behind the words playground and ball. And you can see, well, maybe you can't, but the texture to this ball, the design comes right to a point right here in the middle of the word playground. The texture kind of changes right here and it's kind of circular. And you can feel almost like the paint or the whatever this is like a sticker or paint. You can feel it with your fingers. It feels very smooth, whereas if you run your finger across the rest of the ball, it feels a little bit more rough because it does have this sort of like a checkerboard texture to it. And then you see the ball has a seam around here. It's all the way around like that. And I imagine they're all 3 like that. Let's see now. Down here you can see a little logo in green. PPNC. The PPNC. And then there are some tiny words under it that I can't read because I'm old. And then we have our little barcode right here. It's just like any other kind of barcode. It's just printed onto a little playground ball. And there's where you put in the air. A little piece here. You see that? That's where you put in the air. It's very nice. You know what it sounds like? If you've ever been camping or you've been outside maybe under a canopy or a tent when it starts to rain a little bit, it kind of sounds like that. To me it does. It just has that nice little pitter patter to it. It smells exactly like you remember. It just smells like a kickball. I loved kickball. It was so fun. We played a lot of kickball in elementary school. And not so much after that, but really in elementary school we played a lot of kickball. And then I got to play badminton some in middle school. In high school I played, what did we play in PE? A little bit of everything. When it rained we had to stay inside and play wiffle ball in the gym or volleyball or something like that. I liked playing basketball in the gym. It was always fun. I wasn't any good at it, but I still enjoyed it. So this is our red ball. Look at how pretty this is. I love how it looks. You have these little designs. It's like it's woven. Look at it. It gives it sort of a fancy, special look. And of course, you know, this texture too makes it easier to grip. Doesn't get away from you as easily. It's a good size too. Actually, I think kickballs, the actual regulation kickballs, are bigger than this. I think. I could be wrong. I know there are regulations for that kind of thing. They actually have kickball tournaments here where I live. I thought about getting on one of the adults can, and kids too probably can get on kickball teams. I should do that. That would be fun. So again, we do have the little playground logo here. And in the background, you can see all the little splatters of paint. They come out like this. They kind of splay out. It makes me think of the Nickelodeon logo. You know, it has like the little splatters, you know. Makes me think of that. Yeah, it does. That's a lot of fun. Now you're only going to see the splatters here around the logo. If you come up beyond this point, right about here, they stop. And then you just have the ball back here. It's inflated quite nicely. Look at that. Like you're out camping, you know, and you're in your tent. It starts to rain a little bit. And then on the back, or on the other side, right here, we come around to the side with the company logo, I guess, and the barcode. And you come up from there. And again, you're going to see that playground bit here. Ball. And we have those little splatters again that come down and out, and they just kind of radiate out like this. The paint just goes all over the place. Look at that. And it's all behind the words here, playground ball. Now you might wonder what I'm going to do with these 3 balls. Well, I have a family reunion coming up soon, and I head up the reunion every year. This will be, I believe, this is my 13th year doing it, and we always like to have some little door prizes. So when you come in, you get a ticket, and then I do a drawing during lunch, and I have my little portable speaker and my microphone, and I read out the numbers. And when your number is called, you can go up to the table and pick one thing. And you really want to be one of the first ones called, because you will get first pick of what's on the table. And there's going to be some good stuff this year. I'm not going to get a whole lot of stuff, but I'll have some fun stuff. And we'll get together before that, and I will show you all the stuff I bought to go on the door prize table for this year. But I'm going to put the balls on the table, because there are always some kids there, and they love stuff like this, like these fun little balls. So, and a lot of times the adults will give their tickets to their kids or their grandkids and tell them to go pick something out. So I try to have some fun stuff for the adults and the kids. So yeah, I have a lot of fun shopping for stuff, and they have fun getting the prizes. So everybody kind of wins, and I get to share it with y'all. And oh, it's fun. It's a lot of fun every year. And what am I going to take food-wise? I'm going to make a coconut cake, and I'm going to make brownies with cream cheese chips. I think it's Hershey's. They have these new chips, like their little semi-sweet chocolate chips. They're baking chips, You can get some now that are cream cheese flavor. So I'm going to make some brownies and mix in some of those. And we'll try them at the reunion and see how they are. And I'll take some drinks and some ice. I'm taking 2 big coolers full of ice and drinks. So that's my contribution. Oh, and all the plates and cups and tablecloths and napkins and everything else. It's quite a bit of preparation and work, but I enjoy it. So this is our first ball. Isn't it pretty? Look at it. So again, you're going to see that we have the playground ball, little image here. And then we have it again over here. And I noticed too that where the image is, it's a little not quite as easy to grip it. It's like it makes it a little smoother, but then you come out here and you can grip it very well. Yeah, no problem there. Because you have that texture again. Like that. Very nice. So that's our first ball. And then I have this ball. It's so cute. Look at it. I got this one at Aldi. Now it's made the same way. This one is made, distributed and sold by Aldi. It's an Aldi ball from an Aldi haul. Now this one doesn't say playground ball. Look at that happy yellow. It's incredible. It's like the sun. Look at it. It's like a happy little lemon. And again, you can see the texture. It all comes together right here. And then kind of in the middle, like right where his nose might be. Like right, sort of right above his teeth. Or right at his teeth, actually. So look here, it looks like the top of a heart or a butt, a sunburned butt, but it's his tongue, and then we have this darker brown part. That makes up like the inside of the mouth. And then we have this part here that are the teeth, and they come around like that. And then we have the little eyes right here, little eyes. And it comes together to make a little happy face. This ball also has a seam. Look at that. We have a seam right here. And of course, it goes all the way around to there. You have your little valve right here. If you need to put more air in it, you do it there. Yeah. But it's really nicely inflated. It's actually a little bit more inflated than the red one. But I had a couple other balls. I was going to put some air in earlier this evening, but I don't have the little adapter thing for I have an air compressor, like a tank, but I don't have the little thing to fill it, so I wasn't able to. They do kind of deflate over time. You have to pump them back up. But that's just part of life. They lose air. We all get a little rundown from time to time. We need a little pick-me-up. I love this texture. Look at it. It really shines on this yellow ball. It just looks so bright. This ball would make anybody happy. Look at that little face. I mean, even if it was flying right at your face, it almost wouldn't feel so bad. Just, I wouldn't want you to get hit. Actually, my younger son got hit in the face with a soccer ball one day last week. He was in the gym, and unfortunately, he was walking along this wall, like a cinder block wall, and it hit him right here, and it knocked his head back, and he hit his head on the wall. It was very unfortunate. He's okay. He's okay. He did get a little bruise and a knot on the back of his head, but he's okay. He's all right. Poor kid. Look at that. Wow. It just looks woven, like it's little pieces of rubber all woven together. Go again, and come back here again. Now the valve on this one is white, as you see here. And we have the barcode. Now a lot of Aldi items have barcodes all over them. I guess for this one we decided to just go with one barcode so it wouldn't be totally covered in barcodes. So we just have the one. This barcode is a little larger than the one on the red ball. I think it was $4.99. It says that this ball contains natural latex. But I thought having a few of these up there on the door prize table, some kids might like to have that. I thought that was pretty cool. And like the other one, where it's painted or where it has this stuff, I guess it's just a kind of paint, it does feel smoother. You can't quite grip it because it has that layer on there where it's painted. But this one, it doesn't have as large of an area covered in that material. So I imagine this ball would be a little bit easier to grip because most of the surface is like this. So it wouldn't be too bad. I just love the color of this ball. It's so cheerful. I hope the weather's good this year. We had a little bit of rain last year, but it wasn't too bad. Just a little bit of rain for a few minutes, and then that was it. So here's our happy. Look, it looks like I have an emoji head. Oh. Yeah, they had some other balls like this at Aldi. They had green ones, blue ones, and I think they also had red, and purple. But they were all solid. They didn't have any pictures on them. They were just plain. The only one that had a picture on it was the yellow one like this. So I didn't get any of those. I wanted to get some with some pictures on them so we could examine them and tap on them a little bit and talk about them. That smells like a kickball. It really does. So that is our second ball. And then I have a third one here. This one. Well, this one's a little different from the red one. I thought they were the same, except for the colors. They're actually not. Now look at this one. This is blue. I have a blue ball. Just one. And then, again, see here, we have the word playground. But it's in primarily green, but it also has yellow kind of skimming along the top up here. And then the shadow is like a navy blue. It's a dark blue. Behind that, we have these paint splatters. They're kind of like a silvery white color, little paint splatters back here. And we have these round shapes, and they kind of diffuse. As you come out this way, they kind of just sort of diffuse, and they are yellow, little yellow dots. and they come together to make a circle here and a circle here on this side. Sort of like a little figure 8 behind the word playground. This one doesn't have the word ball down here, it just says playground. And then, oh, here's the seam here. Where are you? Here's the seam. The seam on this one isn't quite as readily apparent as it is on the other two, but you can see it if you kind of look for it. And the valve here is black. And we have another barcode. This ball is made by the same company as the red one, PPNC. So that says PPNC, and in red in tiny print under here it says your play ball source. So I guess they make all kinds of fun little play balls. And we have this little barcode here, and they also have these at Dollar General, because I was just in Dollar General earlier this evening, and they had these exact same balls in there, and they had them in different colors. And they had the little logo on them like this. Now we come around here and you're going to see it again. So it has it here and here. And it looks the same. And if you look at the O, there's a big splatter of paint behind the O, and it makes it just basically solid white back there. You can't even see the little yellow circular shape because it's covered by the paint. Playground ball. U-N-D. But it doesn't say ball, it just says playground. It's a beautiful blue. Look at that. It's like the blue on the Love and Fresh white bread packaging. It has that blue and brown, and the blue is kind of that color right there. And again, we have that nice texture. It looks like it's woven. Look at that. I love the sound of a ball that's inflated properly. You know, it almost has a ring to it. Like if you thump it, you know, it has a nice ring, or like a basketball when you bounce it, and it's so satisfying. And it bounces right. Yeah. It gets even the slightest bit deflated. It's just not the same. This is a good ball. It's nice and solid. I want to kick it. I haven't played kickball in so long. And honestly, I have arthritis in my big toes. I don't even know that I could anymore. I think it would hurt too much to kick a ball. I'd have to find some other way to kick it. I've lost a lot of the flexibility in my big toes because of the arthritis. So, yeah, that would be tough. This ball almost looks like it has a wrinkle in it. Right there. It's a little different right there for some reason. Where does it come to? It doesn't really have a center. Yes, it does. It has a center point, but it's kind of in the middle of this playground logo right here. You can't really see it so well. And then when you bring it around to the other side, you can see the other kind of little central point. The woven texture, the pattern of the woven texture comes together in a little central point about right there. You have your little logo and your small barcode down there, just the one. That's a pretty color. I really like the blue. It's very soothing. I really like that nice cool blue like that. Oh, it's perfect. Now, I did say I had 3 balls, but I have 2 more to show you, but they're small, so they don't count. I want to show you those too. I want you to see those. So this is my last official ball, the blue playground ball. I really love the color scheme here with that green, that light green, and then the yellow with the dark blue, and then you have this kind of a yellowish color back here, and the white splatters. It kind of has an 80s look. I think it's the paint splatter. It makes me think of 80s designs. And I played kickball in the 80s, so yeah. I like it. I really like those colors together, that light green and the yellow and then the blue back here. It looks really good. So that is our last official ball. But I have two more I want to show you. But they're little, so they don't count. I won't tell anybody if you won't. Look at this angry ball. It's a little angry ball. Now this ball is made out of this rubbery material, latex or whatever, but it does not have the texture to it that the others had. It has a very smooth, shiny finish to it. It looks like a balloon, and it does have a little valve, a little opening right here, but it's kind of recessed in there like a belly button. And he's got a mad face. A little mad face. It's very mad. I bought this at Dollar General this evening. And this one has a seam that goes around this way. Here. And then, let's see, this is made by Hedstrom. And it has a little barcode back here. It's just kind of right under the little valve, the little opening up there. And he has these little eyes here. And his eyebrows come together like an angry bird or something. And then his mouth is right here. It's like a figure 8 or a bowling pin, kind of. He has a little something going on up there. I don't know what that is. And you can see that he's, we have these little detail lines up under his mouth. At first I thought he had braces. Maybe he does. I think that's just the marks of delineation between the teeth, but it looks like braces. Yeah, I wasn't very happy when I had my braces either. I was pretty crabby. So he's a happy little ball. Well, he's not really a happy little ball. He's a mad little ball. An angry ball. And it's smaller, so you can very easily grip this little ball. There's nothing to it. It's very smooth too, and shiny. It's very shiny. So I'm going to show you that ball. That's the unofficial ball. We didn't show you that one. We only have 3. And this one's different too. This to me sounds like raindrops hitting the window pane. It's like a little miniature, colorful basketball. You have these lines. Look at them. They come around, down, and they just go whoop, whoop. You have one that goes all the way around this way, and one that goes all the way around this way. And I love the colors of this ball. This was made by Hedstrom as well. It has a little tiny barcode. But look at the beautiful colors. You have this yellow, and then it fades to a light green, and that fades into blue right here. It looks like most of the ball is kind of a greenish color, and then on this side over here we have yellow and blue. And a little valve, the little opening right there. It's this little belly button. It does have a bumpy texture like a basketball. It's just small. It's very cool. I like it. And again, this part here where the barcode is, it's very smooth. It doesn't have the bumpy texture, probably because that would make it hard to read the barcode. Maybe it makes it a little easier to scan it if it's flat. I guess that's probably why. But these balls were so cool. I wanted to show them to you. I love the colors of this one. They're so pretty. And I love how they just kind of gradually fade like that. It's almost like a sunset, you know, it can have all those beautiful colors and one just kind of fades into the next. It's really great. So these two balls don't count because they're small. They're small, so we're just looking at the other ones. But I wanted to take a minute and show you these two. Very pretty. Very pretty. So these are my two small balls. A red one with a little face and a miniature basketball. You know, I never really thought about it, but handling 3 balls is tough. So I guess it's just as well that guy just went on somewhere else. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed getting to see all the balls today. They're so pretty and colorful. I love it. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again really soon.